Cropping patterns. Cropping patterns are agricultural practices which maximize benefits from the farmland while also regulating and controlling irrigation, fertilizers, and pesticides. Common cropping patterns include crop rotation, mixed cropping, and intercropping. Crop rotation is the cultivation of different types of crops in a sequence in the same field. If the same kind of plants are cultivated in the same place for years, nutrients in the soil will become depleted. With a crop rotation system, the nutrients depleted by one type of crop will be replenished by a different type of crop. For example, cereal crops such as maize, paddy, and wheat use the soil's nitrogen, leaving it nitrogen deficient. If those crops are cultivated each year, they fail to produce good yield. To prevent this, the cereal crops would be alternated with leguminous crops such as pulses, beans, and groundnut. The roots of leguminous plants have special nodes through which nitrogen-fixing bacteria absorb atmospheric nitrogen and improve the soil fertility even after harvesting. Then, when cereal crops are once again cultivated following a year of leguminous crops, they'll benefit from the fertile soil and produce a good yield. Crop rotation helps recover lost nutrients and makes the soil fertile. A system of crop rotation will also reduce the need for expensive artificial fertilizers. Crop rotation can slow the spread of pests and diseases as the pests do not have enough time to establish themselves to one particular crop. Mixed cropping occurs when two or more crops are simultaneously cultivated in the same field. In fields where this method is used, crops such as maize might be mixed with beans, cotton with beans, wheat with peas, or groundnut with sunflower. Mixed cropping patterns help manage resources such as water, fertilizers, and pesticides for different crops at the same time while allowing the simultaneous harvesting of different produce. An improved variation of mixed cropping is intercropping. In this pattern, two or more crops are cultivated in the same field, but they are planted in distinct rows. Intercropping helps maximize the use of farmland, controls the growth of weeds, and regulates the usage of fertilizers and pesticides. Both intercropping and mixed cropping reduce the risk of failure of one of the crops. Summary: cropping patterns help reap maximum benefits from the field. Crop rotation is an agricultural practice in which different types of crops are cultivated in a sequence in the same field. Mixed cropping involves the simultaneous cultivation of two or more crops in the same field. Intercropping is cultivation of two or more crops planted in distinctly separate rows in the same field.